When we first got the project, we knew that it was meant to be for slow living, deliberate pauses. With the client's brief, we all came together in a common point of making it a very minimalist abode, wherein volumes breathe and the scale of the house comes along with its like small pockets of warmth also. A house which is filled with a lot of light, a lot of life. It is surrounded by greens outside, a palette which you don't get bored of. It is something which should be a personal, like a shadow of yours. The house should reflect you as the user. I think that's what I believe is a very good architectural house.
Hi, I'm Khushali Chawda.
Hi, I'm Aneri Mehta. We're both the principals of ACKM Studio.
Hi, I'm Vartika and I'm the person behind Studio Way. Join us for an exclusive home tour of Ekya and Indore. To watch premium videos and access PDF ebooks with house plans, log on to buildofy.com. The link is in the description below.
House is located inside a gated community called Park Exotica in Pragati Vihar on the outskirts of Indore. It is on a land parcel of 2 acres. Architectural built-up house is around 30,000 square feet. The way the house is positioned on the plot of land is that they've deliberately kept a walking path on the perimeter of the plot of land, and the house is on one side of the perimeter.
The main entrance into the plot is from the east side of the plot. And as you enter, there's a driveway which takes you to the back of the house. This is the main drop-off into the house. As you enter, you're greeted by these large wooden doors with groove details and slats on either sides. So as you enter the house, you're greeted by this massive triple-heighted atrium, which has this twin staircase on both sides, wrapped in a beautiful grayish blue marble. Again, to kind of offset the bareness of the space, we've added 2 pockets of landscape on either side. So what we did was we've tried to add some curves on the DV board, organic form, which goes all the way from the floor to the ceiling. These are all panels which are openable.
As soon as you enter the house, the first space that you're sort of introduced to is the formal living and dining space. The entrance to the space is a large glass and metal mesh double door which slides into pockets. If you can see these columns on all the sides of the room, we've clad it with teak toned veneer. We have this double-heighted, almost triple-heighted expanse with really long curtains which really just elevate the volume of the space. I think Louis Kahn said the sunlight didn't know what it was till it hit a building. So the way sunlight impacts and reaches a facade or a window and seeps through the house, it can really affect the mind frame of the person who's inhabiting it, and I think that's very important. Then we brought in wood to add warmth to the volume. Once warmth was added to the volume, we started playing with colors and materials. So we added this beautiful green dining table to a space which was wood and white and expanse. So marble plays a very important role in this house. We've used a lot of variety of marble. So in the formal living and dining space, we've used like a pristine white marble. Then in the common spaces, we've kept it muted and done tones of grey. We have a beautiful double staircase, which is a beautiful blue with red veins. The staircase becomes its own character, and we've kept very minimal glass railings.
So these form the 2 main public spaces in the house, and these are both triple-heighted spaces. Right wing of the house, this way. As you move forward towards the north side, you enter the more semi-private spaces. That is, this is the office area here. There's a mandir here, which is again a semi-private space. And there's a family room, which is more for the closer, intimate family events. The main public spaces, that is the formal living room as well as the semi-private spaces, that's the family room, the mandir and the office, are all overlooking an entire patch of green here. This entire patch is a landscape patch, which is on the east side of the house. On the opposite side of these spaces here is the kitchen area. The entire kitchen is right on the opposite side. Once you cross the semi-private spaces, it leads you to the main party area, which is a completely separate structure.
As you enter, you see this beautiful passage wherein you have, so we had a lot of leftover black marble. We inlaid that with the terrazzo flooring so that it becomes a really nice, fun flooring element in the party space. When the gathering increases and there are a lot of people coming around, a lot of family, a lot of friends, then the party can be taken up to the deck. The deck opens into the large landscape.
As you move to the left wing of the house, you enter the more private spaces. This is the private corridor, which takes you to the master bedroom in the extreme left of the house. As you come up to the first floor using either of the staircases, the left side of the house has again the second master. As you enter, on the right is the den area along with the powder room.
Currently, we are in the private den of the master bedroom. As you enter, you see this really nice cozy space for your friends to come down and sit. In here, you'll see a lot of black accents, a lot of green paired with the space. You'll see a really nice console by river.
So the entrance of the master suite first leads you onto the den on the right hand side, and when you come further down into the passage, which is lined with a beautiful arte wallpaper and the ceiling is wrapped in veneer, it leads you down into the master suite, which is where we are seated at the moment. We wanted to keep the tonality and materials of the bedroom quite grounded and earthy.
The other side of the house has 2 guest bedrooms with a walk-in and a bathroom for each of the rooms. The entire landscape patch is connected to other semi-private spaces. There is a pool here, then there is a spa, and there's a gym.
To have this vastness and yet hear the nature around you, it's quite beautiful. I would just honestly have this view every morning. The kind of flowers, the seasonal flowers that you see around, and I'm so happy that the clients are very keen on having the seasonal flora spread across the plot, and it genuinely looks truly beautiful and magical in the mornings.